How's it going, guys? I'm here today with a package from Innova. Their F2 Friday of this week. I got me some factory seconds to try out. I don't currently have any Innova in my grip bag. Due to some unfortunate circumstances, lost my Bars B Eagle, so before we get another one of those, let's try and see if we can get some other molds in our bag from Innova. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what we've got here. First up, we have a lime green Champion Rhino. You've seen Calvin throw these all the time. This great backhand disc putter with thumb track. Next up, we have the Nexus Animal. It also has a thumb track. It's a bit less overstable and a bit slower, less glidey than the Rhino. I like the white. Next up, we have a very pretty XT Nova. You may have seen Paul Macbeth throw this a lot in the past when he was with Innova. It's an excellent straight flying putter. My approach game has been pretty weak lately, and I think maybe this could be the disc that I'm looking for. And finally, we have this beautiful blue Champion Caiman, a very overstable mid-range. I've tried other discs in the overstable mid-range category, but I don't think I've tried one with a 4 fade, and I believe this Caiman has a 4 fade, and this blue is very pretty. So yeah, I'm excited to get out on the course and try all these with you guys. Head to my local pitch and putt, and we'll see how they do. So here we are. Pretty money. Very nice, straight to overstable disc. Next, we've got the Champion Rhino. Very nice, pretty overstable, not very glidey. Feels great for an approach disc. Now we've got the XT Nova. We skipped inbounds. That one is not a good toss. Also a little bit understable, maybe it felt like. I don't know. But Paul Macbeth did used to always say it was good at teaching you form, so maybe it's a form problem. And last, your beautiful blue Champion Caiman. Oh, that's a beef cake. I underestimated it. Didn't put enough Annie on it. Okay, we've got one more try with the Caiman. We're gonna try to actually give it some anhyzer this time. Let it fly. See what happens. It is definitely a mid-range, and it certainly can fly. Okay, we've got a 145-foot-ish hyzer shot up here, pretty significant angle. Let's see how these work as approach discs. Start out with the Rhino. I'm going to fan grip everything. Rhino feels excellent in the fan grip, by the way, with the bead and the thumb track. It's great. Money for the Rhino. All right, let's see if the animal can follow through. Early release, that's my bad. A little bit of water on the ground. Let's try the Caiman. A little long. Again, that's my bad. That thing is beefcake, but nothing's that beefy. And finally, we've got the XP Nova. Another early release, but I got away with it. Okay, so here we are about 200 feet away. The blue basket there, we're just gonna try them out as approach discs. Gotta say, the Rhino feels really good in the hand for fan grips. So let's see how it flies. Like a beauty. I gotta tell you, that thing's going straight in the bag. Next up, these are all a little wet, so we're also getting a feel of how they handle a bit of dew and raindrops on them. We got the XT Nova. Rhino did great. Now the Nova can do. Well, apparently my form is trash. Sorry, Paul. That thing flipped right over and slipped out of my hand. Next up, we have the Nexus Animal. Very straight. Like it. Now, finally, we've got the Champion Caiman. This one actually feels good for the forehand, so I will forehand it. Just about dunked it. That's a great forehand disc right there, fellas. Okay, folks, now that I know how they fly a little bit, we got field open, nothing in our way. I'm just gonna let them rip, and I got my Bushnell rangefinder. We're gonna see how far they go from this basket. Could do better with that, but we'll see. Next up, we got the Animal. That thing flies pretty well on full power, for me anyway. All right, there we got the Nexus. XT Nova. All right, I just can't get that thing in the air, but it's okay. Finally, we got our Champion Rhino. Big bad boy. Let's see if it turns if we yank on it. Not really, dog. That thing doesn't have a lot of glide to it. Okay, so for some final thoughts after being out there on the course, the Nova, I have to say, very disappointed. Maybe I just have trash form, like I was saying, but I don't know. I just couldn't get this thing to get up in the air and fly. So it's maybe a good teaching tool for me to fix my form a little bit, but for now, it's just not a good throwing putter for me. Next up, the Caiman. Very pretty. Blue. Love the color. As for if it's going to make my bag or not, I'm still not really sure, but we'll put it in the cart. We'll give it some more throws and over time and see what happens. So yeah, maybe, maybe not. I liked it. It's pretty good for what it is supposed to do. It does exactly what it was supposed to do. Very overstable. Now next up, the one that surprised me was the Animal. I kind of just put this one in there for fun a little bit, but honestly, it's coming out super great.
of my hand, and it just flies very well. Feels really good. I like the bead. See the bead? Yep. And I like the thumb track. You can see it's pretty flat, little just slight dome, nothing too crazy. But yeah, just a very good feeling disc, very good flyer. So that might just make the bag at some point. But what definitely is going straight in is the Rhino. And man, I was just loving this thing right away. It feels so good fan gripping it. I've got my finger right here on the bead. Very nice bead. You can see here is the profile of the disc. Nice and overstable. A little bit of dome on these champion ones, but nothing too crazy. I wasn't liking how it feels for a forehand personally, but I've seen some people forehand them. Here Calvin doesn't really like to. I can see why, but still, it just feels so good in the backhand, especially with the fan grip. But it also feels very nice with the power grip too. So yeah, Rhino, loving it, going straight in the bag, and I'll have to go pick up another one soon. So yeah, very happy with the Rhino, the clear winner of the day. But again, the Animal was a great surprise. So yeah, very happy. Hope you enjoyed watching the video, maybe learn a thing or two about how these discs will fly for you as an amateur player as well. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.